WrestleMania 21 was back out here in Southern California, up the road in Los Angeles at the Staples Center, and this was about really making the next generation, making some new stars, as Batista and John Cena both walked away with world championships at this WrestleMania. Batista, of course, defeated Triple H in a really bloody and pretty good main event, to be honest, even though I felt like WWE losing Brock Lesnar was a huge void, and as good as Batista was, he was no Brock Lesnar. So as a fan, I was struggling to accept Batista. But this match was a good start. I actually thought it was really good, and Triple H did the honors. In the undercard, a match that wasn't so good, John Cena defeating JBL to win the WWE Championship. He would go on to have much better WrestleMania matches and championship matches than this. But here at WrestleMania 21, winning his first championship, it was a great moment for him and the fans, but looking back, I think one of the weaker matches on the whole show. One of the greatest, not only WrestleMania matches of all time took place here, but greatest professional wrestling matches of all time, period, took place on this show in the epic encounter between Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle. These two put on an absolute master class. This was such a fun match, such a beautiful match, such a sexy match, and such a badass match, with Shawn fighting tooth and nail till the end, tapping out to Kurt Angle's ankle lock as Kurt was just too much for Shawn. But this was a bona fide dream match, and it was a pleasure to watch. Like I said, WWE may have lost Brock Lesnar, but they still had Batista, John Cena, and Randy Orton, who took on The Undertaker and really gave Taker a run for his money. Of course, Taker would beat Randy Orton and keep his WrestleMania streak alive, but Randy Orton would come back and get the victory at SummerSlam, and these two had a really, really good rivalry. WrestleMania 21 was also the home to the very first ever Money in the Bank ladder match. This, of course, was won by Edge, who would hold the briefcase for nearly a year, all the way until January of the next year, where he would win the championship from John Cena before dropping it back to him. So this is really where the Money in the Bank concept got on the map and where Edge got on the map as a main eventer. We've all had the opportunity in the past to watch Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero battle it out on some pretty large stages, but none were bigger than here at WrestleMania 21, as Rey Mysterio picks up yet another win over his good friend Eddie Guerrero in the opener here of WrestleMania 21. We also saw the return of Piper's Pit at this WrestleMania, and his guest would be a returning Stone Cold Steve Austin, who kind of left the previous year because he's not wrestling anymore, decided to come back and work with WWE again, had a really fun Piper's Pit with Roddy Piper and with Carlito, who showed up and spit his apple. He ate a stunner, and then when Piper and Austin were drinking their beers, Piper ate a stunner.